Welcome back to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy, and we are live. We are live. We're ready to rock and roll, folks. The voting is now closed for the PCAs.
Yes.
Correct?
Got my vote in.
It depends on when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
It might bleed into Wednesday because we might not shut it down until then, just because we're not going to be up at midnight.
Also, there's like a 3-minute slot where even if we scheduled for it to shut down at midnight, you could have listened to this. We put this up Tuesday night at 11:57.
There we go. So, voting is now closed. Not much you can do. Quite a few votes.
Do you know the number?
I can pull it up as of right now.
I think it's north of 500.
It's more than that. It's probably getting close to 1,000.
That's why voting is so important. And
Your vote matters.
I'm proud of our patrons for exercising their civil right to vote.
I mean, they run the show.
Mm-hmm.
As we're recording this, with still a couple days left, 1,063 patrons have submitted their vote.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. So, but there's still quite a few of you who haven't voted. So I guess this doesn't matter at this point.
Either way, voter turnout, all-time high.
That has got to be an all-time high for the You Betcha
Yeah, some
squad.
people probably had to be registered too. They didn't get registered.
Yeah.
So, thank you to everyone who did vote. PCAs are coming this weekend or this Friday. So,
you got it. You got a PCA right next to you.
oh yeah, this is the trophy. Still smells like paint.
What do you mean? That's gold.
I mean, it's solid gold.
I like gold.
What I like about this is the switch actually works on the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
So it is, it says 2014 Roseville Girls Holiday Classic Champion on it.
Big round of applause. 2014 Roseville Girls.
And
don't shake it too much.
well, no, it's earthquake proof. You know how they make buildings that move so they don't crumble? That's what this is. This trophy is so well built that it could withstand a earthquake.
Hell yeah.
Here in Fargo, North Dakota, and still be kicking. So kudos to Tyler for being the goldsmith that you are.
Thank you.
So yeah, many people are going to be getting this. Do we have a name for the trophy?
I think we call it the Mikey.
We could call it a Mikey.
The Mikey goes to
That's kind of dumb.
We'll workshop it. We're so as you can
you got a better idea, Ryan?
I don't know, but we didn't really think it over. We gave it 2 seconds of.
Yeah,
It's a microphone. The Mikey.
He didn't like your knee-jerk reaction. He didn't like your knee-jerk.
We didn't think it through enough.
Okay, I would at the end of the podcast we'll circle back. You tell me what you came up with.
I'm focused on other things. I'm focused on segments today. I'm focused on giving the people, showing them a good time.
Yeah,
you're a great timer.
All I will have to say is Tyler was the man in the arena, Ryan, and you were just throwing stones sitting from the peanut gallery. Throwing peanuts from
your ivory tower.
From your ivory tower on your soapbox over there.
That is true. With my fucking gold spoon.
Yeah. So by the end of the episode, we expect some fire from you. Get in the arena.
Well,
We'll come up with a good name. Mikey is on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's an option.
What is the plaque say? The Holiday Classic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't come up with anything good on that. The Holly. That's lame.
Yeah, I think we can do better than just adding EY at the end of stuff.
There's no E, just a Y.
How about an awardee?
A trophy.
A trophy.
Nobody batted a fucking eye when Michael Scott called them the Dundies.
Great name.
Yeah.
Great name. Never seen it, but I'd assume it's good.
The Dundies.
Yeah, that's a great name. So I just did the same thing.
But we do only have one of these, so it's maybe kind of like a Vince Lombardi situation.
Lombardi,
Stanley
okay,
Cup,
all right.
It's Stanley Cup situation.
Everybody gets Lombardi ends with an E. We can't use that.
Lombardi.
He was going to say
Stanley.
everyone gets their own, and I said not. I was going to say not the Vikings. Anyways,
One day.
Well, like the Stanley Cup. You're right. So
I think we should make a trophy for everybody for participating. I think that would be the right move.
Can we add a category for coldest take?
I am going to get out in front of this and I'm going to say we are a non-participation trophy podcast. I don't know how you were raised, Jared, but
I think it's a good idea.
We don't even have ribbons out for participation.
We don't want anybody to feel bad, so I think.
So guys, if you'd like to listen to the first ever PCAs, you got to go to patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio, sign up. You'll have access to the episode this Friday coming out.
We could call the participation trophies parties.
Yeah. The parties. You want a Mikey or a party?
yeah. Participations.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're workshopping it.
Yeah.
We got time. We got like a day.
Day and a half.
I also do my best work under a tight timeline anyways. So
I usually do too.
If I would have thought of something before then, it wouldn't have been as good.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah. So, all right. So I was thinking about this next segment. The next segment is what have you done a full 180 on? And I made a sudden realization about life.
Okay.
I feel like once you hit around 30 years old, there's a bunch of stuff that you take a 180 on, and then you don't change how you view the world until you die.
Forever. Yeah, for the rest of time.
That if you're wondering how your parents got to be who they are, how the boomers got so set in their ways, around 30 years old, they made a shift from being the young hip people and having hot takes to taking the more conservative route, and then they just went forever.
Yeah.
And I think we've reached that point.
What age is it? Isn't it like 27 when our brain's fully mature?
I don't know.
So
You ask my mom, it's when I was first it was 25 and then I got to be 25 and she's like, I think it's actually 27. And then I got to be 27. She's like, 30s when you get your adult brain.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how much pot you smoke too.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to
Shit'll
need to
rot your
check
brain.
in with her and see if she still thought it was 32 or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Or sorry, it was 30 or 32.
Still might be 32.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think that's the way the world works. You're young and dumb and you have all of these goals and aspirations, and then you turn 30 and you're like, fuck, maybe I should take a different approach. And then you do a 180 on certain things, and then you just never change that until you die.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you guys are up to right now, better get used to it.
Yeah. Either that, or if you're 25, just let you know, when you hit 30,
You're done.
you're done.
You got 5 years to get into some cool shit.
It's like Joe Rogan says the polarity of the earth will flip every so often. It's kind of what we do once we turn 30.
Mm-hmm.
Magnetic field flips somehow.
Words out of my mouth.
And something that I've done a 180 on is reading books.
Nice.
Oh.
Tyler saw it in real time.
I did. That was a really fun 4 months when we were reading the same books.
And I still think people who read books consistently are fucking nerds. Like, I'll put that out there.
I'm not changing.
It's just that I've become somewhat of a nerd in that sense.
Yeah.
It got to the point where, again, you're 30, you're kind of like, what the fuck am I doing here on this earth? Kind of I like to call it a third life crisis. I imagine I'll live to be 90, you know? Let's just assume that.
Mm-hmm.
Not a quarter life crisis, that's for sure. I'm not going to live to be 120. Some quick math for you, t-shirt
Carry
guy.
the one.
You're like, what am I doing? Right. I get home from work and I'm just going to either watch a Netflix show until I go to bed or scroll on my phone or whatever. And I was like, I feel like there's got to be something else I can do other than doom scroll or just watch Peaky Blinders for the 6th time.
Yeah.
God, wasn't that great though?
It was fucking good.
Yeah, it
was.
just allows you to just decompress.
So now I've got a balance of, I have choices now. I can read a book.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch a show. I can doom scroll on my phone. Now I got options, whereas before I didn't have that in my arsenal. So kind of done a 180 on that. Hate me if you want for back. I didn't backpedal. I did
You
a
just spun
180.
around.
I
Yeah,
spun
halfway.
around. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's way different.
Because you used
Yeah,
to.
I didn't backpedal. I spun around and now I'm walking backwards. It's way different than backpedaling.
Were you a book guy like post college, like right out of college?
I'd say in college I read some books, and then I was like, why could I read books when I could just watch TV shows? Which
Yeah.
I am right about that, you know.
What's the difference is you can't get in the head of the character when you're watching a TV show.
That's true. Plus, you know, it actually makes me like get tired too. Because I go to bed at a good time. Because again, I'm 30 years old and almost 32 years old. Trying to go to bed before midnight now.
Yeah, my
Believe
buddy
it or not.
My buddies just used to smoke a bunch of pot before bed.
Yep. College buddies.
Yeah, they didn't really read much. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know when I
Check the papers out.
when my buddies
They were just like reading the writing on the wall.
yeah. The only papers they were flipping were the fucking what do they call them, Jared? The raw. What are the rolling papers
I
called?
wouldn't know.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Fucking
raw.
liar.
It's raw.
Yeah, it's raw.
Stoned is the time where all reading material is good. You're like, oh no shit, there's fucking coconut oil in my shampoo.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys ever read the back of
Wow.
like a seasoning bottle or something? Like read the back of a Lowry's bottle or something. Like fuck, they got some good shit going on back there.
Paprika and garlic powder. Let's
Wow.
go.
Xanthan gum.
It's like what we all used to do before we had phones when we were sitting on the toilet. You just
Yeah.
read the back of the shampoo.
Yep.
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah, the amount of like outdoor magazines I used to read when I was taking a shit.
we had a foot high stack of outdoor magazines
Yeah,
on the tank of the toilet growing up.
Tank of the Toilet, great band name.
Yeah, it is. You know what I wish they would
It's
do?
a great band name.
Good for trough rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I wish they would do on the back of seasoning bottles though is like put a list of things that this can replace. So like if you don't have one thing, then this can replace that.
Tank of the Toilet. Let's flush all the bad vibes. Could be like a jam funk band of some sort, you know? Just flush all the bad vibes.
Happy music
Sorry,
only.
Ryan. I had to get
No,
that
that's
out
okay.
before
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah,
it.
I do it all the time.
So if there's any potential bands out there looking for a name that's in the funk jam funk category,
Fish
like if
style.
OAR was more of a funk style band,
Mhm.
try Tank of the Toilet.
You know what they should do? They should start pressing. People should start writing books that they can press on a toilet paper, so that you like the amount of TP that you're going to use. Like you can read like
Oh
that's
my God.
one chapter.
No. Toilet paper comics.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Read as you
Each
go.
square is
A
a
panel.
panel in a comic.
I like that.
Because then you can sell.
That's a pretty good idea.
Because then you can sell the like a toilet paper roll with that, because you don't want your wife or your kid using the same roll as you, because then you're lost in the book. They just read chapters 2 to
That's
5.
what I'm saying. That's why this is better, because you on average use at least 15 squares when you're going after it.
Oh, it depends on the day. It depends on what I ate. I mean, Jared, like pre-marathon, Chinese, that's probably
That's a half a
16,
roll.
17 square.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I
laughing my
got a
ass off.
clean break. I'm 1 and 2 and I'm out of the door.
It's been I've had it. It's been a long time.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
We're fiber.
Like a long
But
time.
that's a good idea. Put the funnies on the toilet paper.
Yeah, what is it? Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace. you can
Yeah.
do it. Garfield.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they can press the Charmin Bear and shit on there. Why can't they
Yeah,
press
true.
comics?
You can make comics out of the Charmin Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get a comic you hate and then you use that for the nasty.
There we
shits.
go. I'll just start my own toilet paper brand. There we go. That's it. Sell them online, Ryan. You ready to sling some TP?
What do you think we should call it? Toilies?
The toilet.
It's not-
Toilet babies?
It's not an award.
the opposite.
Because you think about the graphic
Shitties.
designer that's making the designs on the actual squares, like they got to be sick of their job by now.
Oh yeah.
It's just a little bit of turn it this way, turn it that way, and you got the new brand Charmin. You know,
Mhm. Yeah. Reinventing
So-
the wheel.
Not a bad
it's a great idea.
No?
Bleep that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll bleep that whole thing so no one steals our idea.
Oh no, someone's already working on it.
Someone's had that going for 15
I-
fucking years.
I
already.
think it would be kind of sick to be like the first content creator that has his own toilet paper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're like,
And like if I were to do it, I wouldn't make it cheap, by the way. It would be high quality, expensive shit. Because I've said this is something I haven't done a 180 on. Is you should always spend a lot of money on toilet paper because that's something that you need as a luxury.
Yeah, I mean it should be at
cheap
least
out on everything else.
should be at least quadruple ply.
Mm-hmm.
I could the shit we used to have in the bathrooms up here. I could blow a hole through it. Like I just go. And there'd be a hole in it.
Correct.
It's like, well, what's my finger, I never intended for my finger to go up my butt, but there was times it did because
the
it was
amount
so
of times
thin.
he brings that up.
A lot.
Never brought that.
You talk about shoving your finger in your
Once
ass.
a quarter.
Yeah,
Once a quarter
yeah.
on this podcast.
Can you name the other?
This has got to be the third quarter in a row he's talked about that.
You
once a
have
quarter.
brought it up before.
It's astonishing amount.
And it's always with your finger busting through the toilet paper.
Well, that's why we need quad ply.
Also, we need to make sure one, he's washing his hands. Two, don't shake his hand. What do you wipe with your right hand? I'm meant to shake your left hand.
I'm a
for
lefty
now.
when it comes to wiping them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's strange.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
an odd ambidextrous thing.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Got me.
Yeah, because then I feel like every construction worker has a roll of TP in their truck. If they gotta go, yeah, we're gonna have to bleep this out here. It's actually a decent
Yeah,
idea.
it could be a great market to get into. No one's innovated in that. The most thing they've innovated on is the little like squiggly
Yeah,
ripoff now that Charmin's doing.
yeah. They think they have a monopoly until now.
Right. Yeah.
So,
We're about to
Coming
get
up the
after
rear.
the TP industry. Plus, then like marketing campaigns, just like you just do a video of just TPing one of your guys' houses.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Them laughing at
Yeah.
you.
And then instead of getting angry, it's like, this week's edition.
yeah.
Yeah, and
and
then
I
you're like,
read it in
oh,
my
that's
yard."
funny.
yeah. It's just like throwing the newspaper on someone's front step every morning. It's just like, hey,
Just
we're
teaching their
we're
Are they
throwing this
doing
week.
that anymore?
I don't know.
We have to have like a full team of comedy writers just to keep the material fresh for people, though. You know what I mean? That'd be the worst. You know, 3 months in a row reading the same jokes.
What's the Marvel movie industry is killing the comic industry. So maybe they need a rebrand here.
Well, yeah, we could do funnies. We also could do like superhero
Yeah.
comic books.
Oh yeah.
You could do a collab with Disney.
Yeah, but you could revive Captain Underpants.
Hey,
Yeah.
Good.
Good idea.
your favorite font is Comic Sans?
Yep.
We could call them Comic Squares.
Ooh.
Know what I'm saying?
I like
Mm.
that. All in Comic Sans font.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Strictly Comic Sans.
The best font.
So I just want to, that would be kind of cool if we had our own toilet paper brand. You betcha ultra. Less is more.
Good enough for who it's for.
I mean, if my legacy is that less ass bleeds, if that's my legacy, I can die comfortably with that.
Miles is
Seriously, I'll die comfortably. I won't have a raw asshole. 'Cause I'll have the best TP around.
single-handedly eliminates external hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better watch out, big hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Coming for your ass.
Yeah.
Literally.
Prepare yourself, H.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So many shit jokes.
Do you think we would sell any toilet paper? Do you think the people listening to this would actually buy our toilet paper?
Oh, the people listening would buy it just because we did it.
I don't know.
I think we could sell 500 rolls. I think that's doable.
I think
Oh,
especially people are all into like the screen detox. Like, so leave your phone out in the bathroom.
There's a lot of advantages.
There is. There is.
Just throw that out there. So, what have you done a 180 on, Ryan?
I mean, mine is pretty. It's pretty out in the open now. What was that? About a month and a half ago, I just got absolutely exposed on the 180 I did.
Which one?
New Year's resolutions that are fitness related. I'm back on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I was not on them because I think it was more so just a personal thing. I was just sick of trying to make a resolution for myself and then not following through with it.
You're burnt out.
Yeah. I was burnt out, and I had a bad taste in my mouth from that.
And bad taste was actually mud because you did so many tough mudders. You got
That's true.
burnt out.
That's true. I drank too many free beers after that.
Yeah, the death of a healthy lifestyle is after your like sixth tough mudder. You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. Tough
And you
mudder,
live that out.
marathon, powerlifting, I think it was ever since I got done with that powerlifting event, and then I went to that wedding and got fucking shot down. Put a bad taste in my mouth.
You're just sitting in the stairwell like I'm never fucking doing that.
Yeah, because I feel like if I wouldn't have went to that event, I would have got to the wedding earlier, and then I would have got a spot.
Butterfly effect.
That's why I showed up late, is because I was getting second out of 2 people in my division.
You got to stop telling people how many people were in the division. Just say you got second.
See, I'm not ashamed of it though. That was my first event ever. I was in the
you got second. That's badass.
You came in last.
I was in, it was in the home that Miles' buddy Connor built.
Oh my god!
It was at his high school.
I can't.
I got it.
I can't wait for. I can't wait for the PCAs.
So yeah, the 180. I'm back. I've now done a 360. I was for him, against him, and now I'm for him again.
Yeah, you've done a 180 on your 180.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. I think now I'm almost 32. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on.
You're gonna have to do hard the rest of your life now.
Damn.
And that's okay. Hard's been good for me. I might go for 100 days.
What?
So
It's going that well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Sorry, it was not hard. It was soft. Rest of your life.
Flaccid.
Are you gonna go hard at some point? Yeah. What day are you on?
Here we go.
Well, what's 31 plus 23?
Oh god.
54. I'm 54.
20 days
Hey,
left.
you're
3
getting
weeks
close.
left.
Shit.
3 weeks left. Finish strong. Third period.
Third period. Second half.
Well, no, it's third period.
Put your threes.
What is that? Is that basketball? Wait,
Well, basketball, yeah, used to be half.
Third period is hockey.
Yeah.
It's only have 3 periods, and if you divide 75 by 25,
Extra time.
Third trimester.
That's a soccer
I used to
reference.
yell at.
so you may go into shootouts with soft 75.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I
Shit.
might go in and fight. Yeah, I'm penalty kicks, shootouts,
3-on-3 overtime.
3-on-3
You gotta go through
Overtime,
that.
yeah, that'd be another
Yeah.
one.
extra innings baseball, guy on second, 1 out. Both
Mhm.
teams get a shot.
Mhm.
So-
Nice.
Yeah,
so you're fit.
yeah.
You're fully fitness again.
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm into it. And I got a new gym now too. So I'm like,
Well,
change of atmosphere.
You got an old gym that's new.
My old gym is in a new atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So a little rejuvenation.
Same gym, new church. Same pew, new church.
Bench maybe.
Same church, different pew.
No, different church.
Same pew,
different
same
church.
pew, different church.
Same
Yeah.
pew.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
could be a bench, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
squat rack. I got it all.
Different church, same bench.
Yeah.
Press.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at in 2025 and now for the rest of my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Tyler?
I'm going to drink again though, if you guys are wondering.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
dude.
go, motherfucker.
You just throw up shocker.
It's the second time he's done it.
Speaking of shocker,
No, it's a
I
peace
have
sign.
done a full 180 on asses. I just think growing up, I was
You
always
guys say I talk about sticking my finger on my ass. I think that's what Tyler just said. No.
We're going to need him to clarify.
Yeah,
I think.
I've done a full 180 on asses. I mean, growing up till I was like 16, 17, I was all a boob guy.
Did you say
And
acid or asses?
Asses.
Okay.
Asses.
Okay.
Like a donkey.
I was a full boob guy for the first half of my life, and I've done a full 180, and now I'm a full ass guy. I mean, I
the
still
ass
I
man.
respect both, but I'm an ass man through and through.
What would lead a man to this full 180?
I don't know.
Is it seeing the boobs actually put to work for what they're meant for?
No, I switched before that. But
Okay. All right.
But that's a factor in keeping me there, I think.
I was just saying,
Yeah.
it's like I think they're less perky, is what you're saying, and so it's made you less perky.
No, so the change started probably late high school, and by the end of college, I was a full ass man.
But you,
I didn't know this is if this is a full 180 10 years ago, Ryan would have said that he was out on fitness.
It's something I've done a full 180 on.
I didn't know. I thought it was maybe more
Yeah.
within the last year or so.
There was no rules specified.
I know. That was confusing.
So you in 2025, are you going to Google Pam Andy's butt?
No, I think
Backspace.
I think I might have to just Google a different woman.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you've
I'm
done
gonna
a
have to
full
go-
180 on Pam Anderson in general.
I might have to go Jennifer Lopez booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks.
I think if I could go back
Jennifer
and
Lopez leaked.
if I could go back in time and talk to 10-year-old Tyler, that's what I would tell him. Be like, hey, buddy, you're wasting your time on Pam Andy's boobies. J-Lo, even she aged better too.
What advice would you give to your younger self? That's it right there.
That's right. I would tell him, I'm like, hey, buddy, I know what you're about to Google. Head south. You're thinking too high right now.
Head south and hit a quick 180.
Yep.
So you turn at the boobs. Go
U-turn.
right back to the ass.
Yep. Yep.
You quite literally took a 180 spin.
Yeah,
on a
I did
woman.
on a body.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yep.
Okay, so you're an ass man now.
Yep. Through and through.
I would have thought you were boob guy through and through forever.
No.
Hmm.
Started that way.
I think you know a guy.
Yeah.
Got to start over.
Start over.
Well, thanks for being honest about that, dude. That's not easy for some people to talk about.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I mean,
That is
I-
very
I-
true.
Especially when you're married, you know?
I just want.
Thanks for being vulnerable with us.
You're welcome. It was really hard for me, especially considering the subject matter.
Yeah, for sure.
Jared got it. I want it to be known though that I do appreciate both.
So you're doing a 180.
I appreciate asses significantly more.
Are you saying because it's harder to have a nice ass, or is that way into it?
Maybe it's like a sign of like because you could work your ass into being a nice ass. You can't really work your boobs. Into
Are you
being
looking
nice.
for something?
You can, yeah, you just
tight,
pay, you
or
just
are we
gotta pay
looking
for them.
Are we
Right.
looking for something tight, or are we looking for some PHAT? Great question. by the way.
That was, yeah.
PHAT to a point. I think that it can be too fat.
So, but you're leaning more to the PHAT than you are a nice tight.
yeah, more than
Backside.
the TIT tight.
No, like
Yeah.
TI.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you don't need your gal to be doing hard 75 is what
No,
you're saying.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at
Just
her
looking for
wouldn't
some
shame her for
junk
doing
in
hard
the
75.
trunk.
as long as she did the diet. Like I would make sure she has to do it hard. Otherwise, I'd tease her.
All right. Baby Got Back
Yeah.
for Tyler. It's his
Yeah.
favorite song.
Becky.
Jared, what have you done a full 180 on?
Paper straws. So I used to hate paper straws. Like
What?
I didn't know someone could do a 180 on this.
I thought you were going to go the other way around now.
Yeah.
no, I used to hate them. Like, oh, these suck. Blah blah blah. Then I realized that they're fine. They're not that bad. I mean, they're not great. Not as good as a plastic straw.
Okay. I feel like you've only done a 90 on this.
Yeah. That doesn't
But-
sound like a full
Because
180.
if you hated them, a 180 means
love
you
them.
love them now.
I guess. But I understand why we have them for the environment and stuff. So
You don't like turtles that much.
yeah. So
I just feel like if we're gonna do that, we gotta just
Yeah.
get rid of all the plastic then, or what's the fucking point?
Why did we single out straws?
I don't know.
If we're trying to save the turtles with straws, just do the metal straws that are reusable.
yeah, bring your own straw.
Yeah.
BYOS.
Or just drink out of the cup.
Right.
That's usually what I do anyway.
You see, just take the paper straw, bend it over with your finger, and
Yeah,
drink.
throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Somebody will pick that up.
Electrician.
Yeah, I mean, think of the little mini, like the little mini mixer straws. Like sometimes, they'll give me like 4 of those.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Winsy Waddy, and then I'm like, I don't need 4 of these. I actually don't need any of them. It actually is just something
Yeah,
to fiddle.
Yeah,
like
you know
to
what,
fidget with.
Jared? From now on, now that I know you're a paper straw guy, I'm gonna order 2 regular straws at every restaurant I go to.
I'm sure they'll remember that.
To cancel out your paper straw.
Just to prove a point.
I disagree with you.
That's fine.
But in terms of my quality of experience with a paper straw, it's like
It's not
it's a ticking time bomb.
It's not that bad.
You got to suck that baby down, or it's gonna start getting gross in your mouth.
You guys ever have that kid in school who would like eat paper?
Yeah.
He'd eat like he just
Mine's
eat
name
notebook
was
paper.
Wyatt.
I mean that's
Why did everyone know a kid growing up that ate paper?
Wyatt used to suck down Elmer's glue too.
It's vanilla flavor.
Okay, well that's another topic of conversation. But I've always been so grossed out about people who eat fucking notebook paper as like that's the same to me as a paper straw.
I agree.
I'll just go no straw at that point.
Yeah, I'd rather go no straw than paper straw.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
Or bring your own straw.
Yeah, we could make like a phone case where you have like a foldable straw. You can fold it up into 3 and then pop it on the back of your case. You got it everywhere you go.
I'll bleep that out.
Yeah,
That is actually a good
actually.
idea.
Fuck.
Because I got a magnetic case and you can magnetize it to the back.
I think it'd be so gross because you're not going to clean it immediately.
I mean, it's just
fine,
water or
Todd,
something.
Jesus, fuck.
Throw in the dishwasher.
We're in the idea phase, okay?
I've
I
had
don't
2
need
fucking
negativity
banger
in
ideas
the
today.
idea phase.
Bleep this whole episode out. Let's go.
One long bleep.
It's a great
All
idea,
right.
actually. I made
Save the turtles.
I couldn't be more out on paper straws, and I don't think I'll ever make a degree change.
Now they do have these ones that are like made out of like, it feels like plastic, but it's biodegradable. I'm in on those ones.
I've seen those.
They're
I'm
kind of
also
like
in
a
on 'em.
tan color to
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Those like they act like a normal straw, but apparently they'll like actually decompose.
I don't
Or
know
like,
if I've ever used one of
I
those.
haven't either.
You probably have. You just didn't know it.
Probably made out of bamboo or some shit.
Yeah. I actually
Yeah,
think
how
it
about-
might be.
Like if you make something out of bamboo, you can instantly slap like a giant price tag on it. Like
Yeah.
they
I
make
love bamboo.
they make kids clothes that are weaved with bamboo, and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna charge you 15 extra bucks for this shirt
Yeah,
because
100%.
it's got bamboo in it.
What are the pandas going to eat?
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah, that's
bamboozled
true.
by the bamboo industry.
We are.
Stupid.
And it's like at first it's like, oh, that's cool. But now everything's got bamboo in it. So why are we paying more for stuff that's got bamboo in it?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, it's not really a novelty anymore because everything's got it.
Like flooring has bamboo in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Big bamboo is killing it. Big bamboo is bamboozling everyone. Bigly. Big bamboo is bamboozling bigly.
That sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
It does.
Big bamboo.
Also, I read my kid a Dr. Seuss book the other day. Fucking hard.
Dude, I love
Fox
Dr.
in
Seuss
Socks is a nightmare.
Books.
Yeah,
The
some
Hop
of it-
on Pop.
It requires me to like lock 100% the fuck in.
Big time.
You know, sometimes when you're reading your kid's book, you like memorize it. So you're just kind of, going through the motions a little bit. But if it's a Dr. Seuss book, I got to lock the fuck in.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was thinking of parents too. Those are brain games for us.
That's
big time.
true.
Yeah, hop on pop. That's a fucking
good
tough
luck,
one.
Alzheimer's. I'm going to read Fox in Socks every day
Yeah,
See he me
to
we
keep
three, hop,
Alzheimer's
pop.
at bay.
I'm a-
Fox in Socks on box and talks. Rocks my socks off my box.
That's it.
That's the adult version, 18 and older.
Dr.
Yeah,
X.
we've been reading Go Dogs Go and Put Me in the Zoo. Those ones are easy reads
Yeah,
if you guys
Go-
are looking for.
Go Dogs Go is that's light Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, my kid can read that one on his own now.
Yeah.
So
That's brag.
My kid just likes turning the pages.
10 apples up on top. That's a good one.
yeah, that's a tough one too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let them drop.
That's a tough one.
It's also wild. My kid like can't even talk or do anything. And he has preferences on which book he wants to look
Oh.
at. Flip the pages. We'll put them out in front of him and he like that
Same one every time.
Mhm. Anyways,
Another full 180 I've done is IPAs. I used to love IPAs, and now I'm like, I like shudder.
Hmm.
I like shiver thinking about it.
what did you like about IPAs and what did you do in a 180 on?
Well, I liked like the triple whatever IPA hoppy.
Just hop it up, bitter.
Yeah, I used to like search out like 4-packs, but now when I taste one, it's like a reverse acquired taste with IPAs.
It's a
weird.
deacquired taste.
Yeah, deacquired taste. Yeah. So
Unacquired.
Unacquired taste.
Yeah, it's a taste I never acquired.
I drink. Yeah, when I used to drink IPA, I feel like my seasonal allergies would kick in. I get so stuffed up.
Too hoppy.
I couldn't breathe out of my nose. I don't know what it was. It was the Cascade hops they were using or something.
Could be.
Every time I would have a drink of an IPA, I feel like I'd do a the policeman on Dumb and Dumber when he drinks the piss. I don't know.
Stays on your tongue forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still feel it on my tongue. It's been 6 years, you know.
I haven't brushed my teeth since.
Yeah, feels like it.
Yeah,
It's like the Boston molasses disaster. Everything sticky for years to come.
Too soon.
I have another thing. I returned Ryan's nail gun.
didn't even ask for it back.
Hell yeah.
Didn't even have to ask for it back.
And
Can I borrow that?
I replaced the nails that I used.
Wow.
I told him he didn't have to. I said, hey, don't do that. And he did
So
anyway.
if you're wondering the quality of guy you're getting when you borrow me a tool, that's it right there.
Nice.
I did it once, and now I just can ride that forever.
See, now I think by doing that the first time, now like you're like unofficial part owner of that nail gun. Like whenever you need it again, you're gonna be able to borrow it because you know, like fuck, he brought it back, bought more nails and whatever. And so like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I invested in your company that is the tool.
Correct. Yeah,
I'm an angel investor in that tool.
yeah. I'm
You're a
like
tool.
I don't have a registered business, but I could be like a renting company, renting it out or whatnot.
Ryan's Rentals.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a great name.
I feel like that's kind of a tool rule. I actually feel like when you borrow someone's tool, if you can offer some insight about the tool that you found out while you were using it to the original owner, that's like the interest you have on borrowing.
That's a good point, actually.
What did you give Ryan for his interest?
So what I realized is you really got to push that thing in hard.
You do. Otherwise, it's gonna dry fire, or it's just gonna, you're gonna take it off, and the fucker's gonna stick out.
I mean, you really got to hammer on that one.
Quite literally. If you don't push hard enough, then it's pretty much just like a hammer starter in the nail gun at that point.
You got to be like,
yeah, and you can do like a 3-round burst, I think, or a 2-round burst.
I wasn't ballsy enough to do that. I was doing craft work. So
yeah, you were doing singles.
I was doing singles all
Can you
day.
actually rapid fire with that thing?
Yeah, you do 3-round bursts.
So is it, or is it like every time you hit the thing, it goes?
That's a good question. I
didn't try it.
I've never
should've
gambled
tried it.
on the
It's a
3-rounder.
bolt action.
Yeah, I'll gamble tonight on it. See what happens.
Yeah.
You shoot.
So yeah, that's. I mean, I clearly already knew that, but, yeah, that was what I noticed about the tool. Maybe that's what it is. Even just some you noticed about it. I also noticed that it doesn't chew up battery too bad.
No,
I got it from you, and there was like 3/4 of battery on it. I think I only went maybe down to half, and I used it for like 12 hours.
Damn.
Well, not straight, but.
yeah,
That's a lot
I was
of nails.
impressed. I was impressed by the battery on that thing.
I only buy quality.
So I feel like that's a
Electric guy.
tool rule. You can borrow something as long as when you return it, you offer your thoughts on the tool.
Any insight on like what's the firing range? Like how far can you shoot that thing in open air?
I didn't try open air.
Okay, I haven't either.
I don't.
So
Can you? Because don't you have to like
I
hold
think
the
I
thing
think
back?
if you pull
the thing back.
you'd pull it back and then
I'm too much of a wimp to be holding that firing.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's tool rule number 1. I think tool rule number 2 is if you borrow a tool from your dad, you don't have to give it back.
It's your tool. I also put that.
It's like the one guy that you just don't have to worry about returning it.
Yeah.
well,
I still have a drill with a concrete mixing end on it that like you were to mix up cement in a 5-gallon bucket sitting in my garage. It's my dad's. It's not even my dad's, it's his company's.
my grandpa came over this weekend to help me fix my garage door. and he's taking a tour of the new garage, and he walks over to the palm sander. He's like, "This is really nice." I'm like, "Yeah, I like it. I've been palm sanding quite a bit lately." And he's like, "Yeah, I really like it." I was like, "What? Thank you. You're being weird about this palm sander." He's like, "It's mine." He's like, "I've had it for so long, I forgot that I borrowed it from him."
Yeah, that's always the worst. Like in my truck, I had a level and a tape measure and something, and like a bit box.
Mhm.
My dad's like, "Are these fucking mine?"
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Could
the
be.
reason why they're in my truck is I was gonna give them back to you.
You always forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought him to your house. I just keep forgetting to take him out of the truck.
But that leads to another rule, Tyler. How long can you borrow a tool until it's just yours?
Family members, I think a month. If they don't ask about it for a month. But like, I don't know. I think
That's like fucking next day air.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I was gonna
FedEx.
say 2 years.
for a month, family members.
Well, just in general, because it's like your dad, and then it's just everyone else. But like, if I were to have had that nail gun for 2 years, for sure. But like a year isn't long enough.
Well, even if you would have had it for 6 months, I probably wouldn't have had to use it.
Yeah,
in that
because
time.
if someone's gonna really use it, they use it once every 2 years.
Yeah.
But you don't use a tool every single year necessarily.
So Ryan just returned to me a big pole saw, an extendable pole saw that you've had for what, 3 years? You said.
I think it was like 4.
Yeah. So Ryan's had it for 3
I
or
had
4
fall of
years.
2020, I think.
I forgot it existed a month after I gave it to you.
Yeah, and I honestly don't even know why I had it. I think I was maybe going to trim some trees.
I think you're going to trim your neighbor's tree that's hanging in your yard or some shit.
Shiplap.
Yeah. And then I think I went and bought an electric chainsaw. That's probably one of my worst electric purchases, the chainsaw. Pretty weak.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry, I just wanted to backtrack to the whole family. So the nail gun that you borrowed, that's actually not my nail gun. That's my dad's nail gun.
It's your
Well, it's
nail.
yours.
Well,
It's yours.
So I bought it for him for his birthday like 3 years ago, and I bought it for his birthday because I knew I needed to use it coming up. I had
Smart.
shiplap to fucking put up. So my wife's not gonna be like, why do you need a $300-400
That's so
electric nail
smart.
gun? I'm like, I bought it for my dad. He's been needing one.
If
You know?
if you want a tool for yourself, just buy it for your dad for his birthday, because if your dad owns it, you own it.
Mhm.
Boom.
I used to do that shit with also, like, I'd buy my dad a movie for Christmas of a movie that I just wanted to own.
Well, it's like your wife's, she's not gonna, like, yes, you spent $300-400 on your dad's birthday gift, but also, like, you know, it's like, honey, look at everything my dad's given me since I was born.
Mhm.
You know,
He's
it's
going
the
to give
least
me
thing-
this nail gun too.
It's the least I could do is to buy him a $300 nail gun.
Well, and
that
if
I'm
she's
gonna
still
use.
not sold, you just be like, oh, well, I'm going to get to borrow it. So essentially, like, would you rather have me buy one too?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hey, like that trim that you wanted on the shiplap is so bad, like now I can put it up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. That was the plan there too. I had a
You
shiplap
think
to put
after
up.
a month?
Yeah, if I honestly, I wouldn't have been. I think it should be longer for people you're not related to. But if you wouldn't have said anything, in my mind, you own that saw. You never had to give that back. I would have never known.
Well, you had used it one time, I think, and then I took it.
You gave it back to me, and I barely remember owning it. It looks brand fucking new.
Mhm. Yeah. I when I was thinking about this, I feel like my rule is the bigger the tool, the longer you can hang on to it.
That is 100% true.
And because the bigger the tool, the bigger the project. I mean, this could be a 6-month project.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
yeah, nail gun, get back to me in a couple months.
correct.
Table saw, you got like 6 months.
At least.
I think part of it is it's just harder to move around, and you're like, God, I don't want to have to haul that over there. That's what's always there. You hold on to that for a little bit. You don't have to haul it back and forth.
See, I kind of come up with excuses to not borrow that out. Like, I have a table saw. My brother-in-law doesn't. He needed to use it. I'm like, why don't you just bring your wood that you need to rip over to my house? Because like, I don't want to have to fucking deal with loading up my table saw and then not getting it back for
They
6
make them
months.
now. The one I have folds up pretty nice and fits in the bed of the truck, and you still put the tonneau cover down. But
Yeah.
And mine doesn't fold up for shit. It's got steel legs that are.
I don't have his industrial one, probably.
Yeah, bigger the. I mean that saw that That fucker's 8 foot
It
tall.
is. It barely fits.
Where are you going to put that? You know, it's like the bigger the tool, the more you get rid of it for a year, the more room you got in the garage to
It is
do
now
activities.
in the rafters of my garage, and it'll be there for another 3 years.
Yeah. And it was in the rafter of my shed for 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's a great spot for it.
I got a tool rule. That's more of a personal rule than it is with using other people's tools. But I think there are certain tools that you have to have 2 of. So you got to have 2 hammers. You got to have 2 drills. And the reason for that is you have the one that's for actual manual labor that you're doing shit with. And the other one is the in-the-house hammer or the in-the-house
Like
screwdriver.
the junk drawer hammer.
Yep.
Almost.
Yeah, it's like you got to have one that you're okay with your wife using incorrectly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's usually somewhat of a dumbed down version. You know, the hammer I have in the junk drawer is a lot different than the hammer I have in the garage.
Without
Mostly
a doubt.
because the one in the junk drawer doesn't have a waffle on the head. Because my wife's going to put waffle imprints on things, you know? That one is a smooth-headed hammer.
I think maybe you should just leave a rubber mallet in your drunk drawer.
Yeah,
for
something like
It's
that.
not a bad idea.
Fisher Price hammer.
Yeah. But no, I've got the inside tape measure. It's only a 25 footer. I've got the inside screwdriver, little ratcheting thing that the tips change. And then all the good shit stays in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you was talking in 2 is when I moved into the house last weekend, and I think it was the guys doing the gutters. They did them like the day after we moved in, and they left 2 like 3 foot levels outside.
Hell yeah.
Whose are those?
You just wait it out.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
We've acquired a really nice tall ladder.
Oh yeah.
It's just been laying on the side of our building that
it's
you can't see from the road.
And hey, we
we've
haven't
now
moved
been.
it.
Yeah, we have probably. Yeah, someone has 10 months to claim it because then we'll be in this building for 2 years and then it's fucking ours.
Yeah. I think
Like the weeds are growing over it and shit.
Yeah,
Putting
the-
camouflage on it. Yeah.
Yeah. The second we use it, we're claiming it. So we got to make sure that we're letting it sit.
Yeah,
for a
like
while.
the dirt hit, like the wind's blowing the dirt like all over the top of it. So it just looks kind of
Like
like
someday they're gonna like dig it up in like an archaeology type of thing and being like, look at this artifact.
I
Yeah,
forgot
it's
about that
actually-
ladder.
You know where
Oh
it
yeah,
is, too.
I know.
The funny thing is like we leaving it out there so that in 2 years we can claim it as ours, but we're gonna forget that it's there because it's gonna
Correct.
be buried
Correct. Yeah.
in weeds and dirt.
Yeah, there'll be grass growing
And
over
so
top of it.
yeah, no one gets it, I guess. It's just part of the earth now.
I forgot about that ladder. That's a good ladder too.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are good levels.
It's also a very impractical ladder. So it's like one that's like meant to go on top. Like you should be able to reach the top of like a 40-foot building.
Yeah, it's got like the rope that you pull it to like that
Yeah,
extends
it's like
it with the
20 feet tall, I swear to God, without it extending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's good where it's at.
But I mean, you may need a ladder like that. You may need it once every 3 years, and
How are we going to get to the roof of this place to change the light bulbs? We're going to need a ladder,
That's
a
true.
really tall one.
yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna
that's-
get
that
the
is
HVAC
true.
unit. Get up to them units.
We'd have to probably get a scissor lift.
Scissor me timbers.
Yeah, I don't have a single practical use for that ladder.
No, it'd be great if we did, because then it'd be like, fuck, we got this ladder that we can use all the time now. But
Well,
it's like we don't.
Once it gets claimed, or if it does, then we'll find a use for it. Be like, fuck.
Yeah, it'd be like 2 days after
Yeah.
they come back to get their ladder. They're like, God, it'd been really nice if we could reach that smoke alarm that
Yeah.
needs batteries.
completely could be the timing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, is like, because there's so many, when we were building the building, there was so many construction crews. I don't know who it would have even been. I wouldn't even, if I wanted to return, I don't even know where to start.
I bet it's.
I mean, I know where to start,
What about doing it?
but I'm not calling the HVAC guys
Wait,
again.
Well, and if it's not the
Retired.
HVAC guys, they're like, yeah. We know whose that is. That's the electrical guys, and we're actually going to see them in a couple days here. So we'll bring it over, and then it's the HVAC guys' ladder. That's how they get it.
That's how they do their.
You know.
Also, even if we have HVAC issues, we can't call them back for a while. I'm still a little embarrassed about the filter thing.
Scar
Did you get
tissue.
those?
Also
changed?
got charged an arm and a leg for them changing those filters. So
Yeah,
I guess
fuck,
you get what you deserve.
I should have had him bring me up there to show me how to change them out.
It's not hard.
No, I know.
What they charged us is insane.
It was a frustration tax.
I think you should. Oh man,
it was a slander tax. They listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's what I get a little bit, but you should see what they charged us for batteries for the thermostats. Makes me want to just punch a hole in the sheetrock and have to call the sheetrock guys.
Like double A's. I had changed all the batteries.
We'll have to talk about it after. It was an unbelievable amount for batteries.
It's kind of like a hospital charging like $80 for an ibuprofen.
Yeah,
something like that.
Pretty sure it's close to that.
God, well, fuck, they better be energizers.
These batteries better last us a lifetime for what they charged us.
These fuckers better be lithiums. Yeah.
So, I may have been wrong about giving them shit about, the HVAC not working because that was user error. It's not user error for what they charged me for fucking batteries. I'll say that.
We just mail forwarded to the engineers. Here's your battery.
There we
go. Let's just put a forwarding address on all bills to the engineers.
Yeah, we'll just buy like a forwarding stamp on Amazon or something. Make it look official.
Can you make that out to fucking BJ Engineering?
They got it covered.
Because those guys are always fucking blowing jobs.
I'm no longer on the HVAC guys' backs. I'm on the engineers' backs now.
Yeah.
Like from behind, like rear naked choke style. Fuckers.
So we potentially have a new old ladder.
Yeah.
Just got
new to us. Mm-hmm. New to us. I don't think tools can be too new either.
No.
I think the reason why I said 2 years is like some can slip your mind for a year.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, let's say you do house projects in the winter and you just take the rest of the year off and then you go back to it. It may be a full cycle. Until you get back into, if you do projects in the winter, oh shit, I need that tool.
Yeah. Well, or 4 years of Ryan having my saw.
Yeah. And I shit you not, I looked at that thing like no less than 25 times. And I knew it was yours. I just kept forgetting to bring it back.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. It was yours.
And the fucker's brand new.
Yeah.
And no scuffs or anything. I also think if you borrow somebody's something like a table saw specifically or a chop saw, take the leaf blower to that baby when you're all done. Get her nice and cleaned up.
Yeah, that's good.
It just shows like a little
good
sign
etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for letting me use that. Return it nice.
I
it.
didn't do that with the nail gun.
Didn't leaf blower it.
No.
Do you need to borrow a leaf blower?
Looked fine. Yeah. Wouldn't even notice that you borrowed it.
You should put your initials on it, Miles.
I should have.
Yeah. Where are you guys?
Or just gaslight and be like, no, you didn't. That's my battery.
Yeah, you got that battery from work. See, there's screen print ink on it. I'm pretty sure that's a work one.
That's my work battery, and you didn't give me with a battery.
Also, I signed all your paychecks.
I figured, at least you can do for me.
Well, honestly, like I might as well just keep this. You go buy a new one because, like, I use it a ton anyway, so it's kind of worn down, and then you get a new one. Plus, it's also got my initials on it.
On the back of the handle.
You imagine if you had to put your initials on it
and it's your dad's.
Where are you guys at with putting initials on? I'm
on board.
Tools and like coolers and shit.
I have my
I've never
last name
signed a cooler before.
I have my last name on my cooler I bring for lunch every day.
You think someone's gonna take it?
I mean, I had it for a long time. But.
I think I'm on board with it.
I'm
gonna start putting now. If Sharpie, okay. If you're using a label maker to put your name on shit, that I'm out.
No, I'm gonna peel that right off and take it probably.
Yeah.
Nerd.
No, I'm on board with that. The only cooler I have my name on is we did it for a video, and you open up the top and it says, "If found, please restock and return to Miles."
That's good.
It doesn't even have my last name on it, just my first name.
They'll figure it out.
QR code to your address.
Yeah, great bit by us.
Yeah. And then you move and you're like, fuck. We gotta change that QR code out.
Yeah. On the honeydew list.
Yeah.
Any other tool rules?
I think you should just have like 1 million tape measures.
You can't have enough.
One in every room almost.
It's what's funny is you may have 5 tape measures, but there is one that you prefer.
For sure.
They could be identical, but this one's like, it's a specific one because like the label on it's scuffed a little, and you're like, that's the good one.
Yeah, that's what
Even though they operate all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12-foot tape measures too should just be like outlawed. They shouldn't even be
They are
able to
pretty
sell
useless.
12-footers.
Yeah,
I have one.
We got a bunch of free ones, right?
Yeah.
From Uline,
Yeah.
which is nice to have. Free 12-foot tape.
Yeah,
But it is frustrating after you're like measuring something out and you're like, all right, I gotta fucking put my foot down on the ground.
Like, all right,
and then I gotta measure the other way.
You're on a wall. You gotta put
And
my
then you're like,
thumb
okay.
right here.
Yeah.
12 was 8.5. Fuck. 21?
Yeah, then you extend it past 12 foot on accident, and then a fucker gets stuck.
It's that shitty white part at the end.
Yeah.
Make that noise is terrible too.
Oh, man. Yeah, 25 foot at minimum.
Yeah.
It's
not that much harder to coil a little more in there.
No, they're damn near the same size too.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're on the topic, you guys ever put anything from IKEA together?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in the process of doing that right now. I'm at a sticking point where I don't think they gave me the hardware for like the rail, the rail to attach to the studs. I don't know where that would be at. There's also no words on the directions.
That's the most
just
frustrating thing.
I mean, it's like good thing I've read enough. Like I've like looked through enough picture books with my kid in the last couple of years to know what they're talking about. But
when I first started working for You Betcha, I don't know where you guys were, but I showed up to the old bunker 1.0 one day, and there was like 7 boxes, and I was like, today you're putting all this shit together. It was like before I really had, we didn't really know what I was going to do. I was editing some videos, doing this, doing that. And then I just spent 8 hours assembling desks and chairs.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Ann went to IKEA in Minneapolis, fucking loaded my truck up with as much shit as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our desks were.
yeah, one time we went to the store and we bought 9 office chairs.
We went to Costco.
Yeah, we bought them out.
Oh, those are the mesh screen. I remember those.
And they're terrible.
Yeah,
They're so
those
bad.
suck.
We still got one that I sit in that every once in a while. I'm like, yeah, I bought Costco out of it.
That is one thing at this
Office
company
chairs.
we are not short on is office chairs.
Yeah.
We are flush with office chairs. We got
So
4 different kinds too.
Office chairs and formerly tongs.
We could put a down payment. We could put 20% down on a house these days. Like if we just sold the office chairs, that's how many we have.
I'll count them.
They're a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd say we have 30 of them.
I still
I at least.
Yeah.
because like the nice ones that we bought for actual desks that we still use, those are elite.
Those are
Those are
sweet
They're
great.
so
office chairs.
comfortable.
Those are
I've
great.
never ever had an issue. But the other ones that we have that are cheaper, like the one Jared's in, is way better than the mesh ones.
Yep.
Oh, the black. Yeah.
Those
The
ones.
mesh ones are by far the bottom.
Yeah, this chair I'm sitting on is better than the mesh one.
Probably.
My back is wrecked right now.
Dude, I sat in that the other day. It's not that fucking bad.
Well, see, because my
For a
butt
minute.
slips past this.
No, I know you're unnecessarily bitching about something. It's not a problem.
I'm also, yeah. I mean, I'm sore.
It's because I bought you such a nice office chair. You realize how bad that chair
That's
is.
true. That's true.
comparatively.
It's like when you get on keto and then you go back and eat McDonald's. You're like, oh, my gut feels like shit.
Yeah, I totally know what that is. I actually do know what that is. I did keto for 2 months.
Lost 40 pounds.
That's 40 pounds.
I did keto for 2 months in 2018. January, February, half of March. So 2.5 months, lost 40 pounds. Met Ann, then got fat. Dead serious.
Circle of life.
Yeah.
Back of the keto, baby.
So
Keto burrito. But you can't have burritos on keto.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right.
No, trust me.
I'll take a burrito.
I looked.
I'll take a burrito. Hold the
He
tortilla.
did it, Jared.
Yeah, basically just, Anyways. Can't even have fucking meat on keto.
What can you have?
Just
Avocados.
fat.
Cashews.
Just eat fat.
You just get a ham and you just
Butters.
cut off the fat.
Avocados, fucking nuts and shit.
Water.
Ugh.
And then like you get like a little bit of protein and even less carbs. It's terrible.
Terrible. But I looked great.
There's
But
a,
I did trim down pretty fucking fast.
there was a point in college I was eating paleo. You guys know what paleo is?
Is that
Yeah.
all meat?
That's like
No.
caveman
It's
diet
only
kind of.
caveman. It's like fish,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
fish and nuts and bolts and
Berries.
I ordered this paleo bread online. I think it came from California. It was like it would have been like me eating this fucking lamp table right here. It was so bad. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking caveman. I'm you're so fucking ripped off
God,
this
that's
shit.
what he did.
God, that was bad. That was tough Mudder days. So anyway,
Let you know.
well, let's take a break.
Yep.
All right, Jared. Before we get into some patron questions, you guys got to go to oubetcha.com. And I'm not
Hell
talking
yeah.
to listeners. I'm talking to you three.
Oh,
You guys need to go to oubetcha.com, check out our stuff, and buy something.
okay.
yeah, I usually do it. Most times we launch something new, just make sure shit's working.
Yeah.
Buy it, refund it.
So that's your guys' homework.
Okay. Can I go to the retail store downstairs or do I have to go online?
Nope. And we have to ship it
You
to
gotta
your
go online.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, I can ship to your office too.
Yeah, do that. I'll put.
Mail guy will come pick it up. It'll go through the system and then back right here.
That's what I do. I do
Kinda
get most
funny.
of my Amazon packages shipped here.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
I'm mostly doing that for quality assurance.
Yeah,
You
okay.
guys need
Just
to be
as-
doing research.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell. I'm going to do it under a fake name. I'm just going to see how fast Ryan is.
Yeah, and then email from a fake email and see what his customer service is like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's top tier.
It might
If
be
we-
bullshit.
Checks and balances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can get reviews on products. Can we get reviews on customer service because it's top tier? I mean, no one leaves unhappy. That's my motto. I think that's
I will please you however I can.
yeah.
So I'm not asking the listeners to go to oubetcha.com and check out our merchandise and maybe get one of these hats that I'm wearing.
That would be cool.
Do we have a promo going right now or is it done?
No, it's done. Ran through the weekend. We did free flag. Free
That's why you
Midwest's
also
best
got to
flag.
get signed up for our email subscriber list.
I'm only sending out good, only stuff that's worthwhile looking into.
Mhm.
Wait,
I ain't spamming you with shit.
Ryan ain't just sending you a bunch of shitty emails.
No,
No.
no.
So you missed out on a fire deal over the weekend by not subscribing to the email list. So I would never tell you guys to do any of that. You guys need to.
Okay. Okay.
Homework.
But what you are getting is, what did you say? No customer leaves unhappy
Correct.
when they deal with you.
That's correct.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. All right, Jared, you got some patron questions?
I do. Vinny Colombo. At what point do you go into the fast food place rather than go in through the drive-thru?
Really long line. I like risking it for the biscuit. Most of the time, it is like a biscuit breakfast sandwich that I am risking
Yeah.
it for. Yeah.
Yeah, the line's got to be like out of the designated line area.
Yeah, it's got to be like a fun college weekend, a
Yep.
wrap around.
Yep. Yes.
That's a good analogy.
Or a porch. It's got to be like a porch wrap around.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think there's also another scenario because I'm going through drive-through about 90% of the time, unless it's a wraparound, unless it's a long road trip, and it would just be nice to stretch your legs.
Get out of the car a little bit.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
Like on road trips, most of the time we're stopping and going in.
Yeah.
And the third time is if it's a lot of people in the car or more than 3 people or around. Sometimes it's nicer just to just go in and do it.
Yeah, instead you don't have to play telephone tag or whatever the hell you call it to the driver putting the order in.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate being in the driver's seat when it comes to that.
Yeah.
If only they'd invent something like you could have in your phone where you just plug the order in. You don't have to talk to anyone and then just pick it up.
Easier said than
Yeah, you
done.
can just they could designate a parking spot for
Mhm.
that specific order.
Yeah, several even in case there's more than one person doing this.
Yeah, and like easy way to differentiate the cars. They don't know what car you're in. You just, when you get there, just put the number of slot that you're in.
I'm in spot 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bring me my McDouble.
Someone just brings it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything different than that.
No, pretty spot on.
No, if my toes are curling, I might go in.
Yeah. Bathroom breaks, another reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it a lot at the gas station restaurant combos because I'm going to go into the gas station anyway.
Those are the best.
Mm-hmm.
So then if I need some fast food, I'll just pop over.
Yeah, but if I'm in town and I'm like by myself or me and Ann,
no chance.
Drive-thru.
D-through.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
You have to be out of town for it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, the one fast food place that I go in more than I go drive-through is Dairy Queen. Because the kids like going in there and like eating their ice cream cone in the booth.
You can't get the free cone.
Yeah.
Because your name isn't with the drive-thru attendant. It's at the counter.
It's true.
Yeah. For a good kid of the week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, if they have a play place, I'm definitely going in.
Ball pit? Are you
Ball pit.
kidding me?
If they have a GameCube set up in one of the corners.
Game
Do
over.
you remember when McDonald's had GameCube set up in there?
I
That was
kinda
the
remember.
fucking best.
Not really.
Nice.
I remember that.
You play Spyro.
But like the clear glass that the TV was behind was always so dirty
Just
that you like could barely see the screen. I feel
Fingerprints and spit and
just
boogers
there
and
was
shit.
just scum.
Mm-hmm.
It's so dirty.
Yeah, kids were
What they needed is like the basketball shoe thing to clean off your shoes where they rip the plastic off.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
need every time a kid would play, they just rip that off. It'd be clean again.
Yeah.
I can't.
We're not utilizing that technology enough.
No. Or it's like, yeah, like you go into like a public restroom and they got the toilet deals you can take out from above
Oh,
the
the
toilet.
plastic, yeah.
The plastic deal, you just say,
Should be made of paper.
yeah, you get something like that.
Yeah.
It's transparent. You can throw it on.
Yeah,
Jared,
put paper.
stop.
Deep as fuck.
What'd he say?
He wants fucking
He
paper
wants-
ones.
He wants
Like the straws.
not plastic because
I wouldn't be fucking surprised. What, so you can save the manatees?
Fucking narwhal enthusiast.
Yeah. No, yeah, like the paper things go on the outside of the controller.
Yeah.
You imagine
Yeah.
trying to play video games with a paper thing over it?
Oh my god, I would sweat right through it.
Just rip it.
Jared, can you imagine if it was like Bubble Boy style, where like to grab the controller you had to put your hands through the gloves,
Yeah.
and grab on it.
That's
Imagine,
not bad.
imagine how gross the inside of those gloves would
That's
get.
true.
Kids like
Sweaty.
kids' fingers popping through the TP and
Fucking ketchup in there and shit. Oh my god.
You hit your once a quarter. You can't do it till
Twice.
Q2. All right?
Got till May.
Yeah. April 1st, you can do it.
April Fool's Day, you can.
and I'll do it. You'd be like, that's Tuesday. April.
Yeah. Oof.
There's a reason they got rid of them.
Did you guys ever, as a kid, play so many video games that your thumbs like almost started to get blisters on them?
Oh yeah.
Mine would cramp
UFC 2, the way to submit somebody was to spin the joystick fashions, and I'd use the palm of my hand to do
Yeah.
submissions, and I had a big ass fucking blister the first weekend I got it.
See, I had calluses on the palms of my hands, so
Yeah.
from, same motion.
You know how much you got to jerk off to get a callus?
What made you think of jerking
I
off?
was 12.
What do you expect?
What else do you do?
Why'd you just assume it was from Jane off?
Yeah.
He just confirmed it was.
Well, he just said he was 12. He may have been working concrete.
He just
at
said,
12.
"What else am I
Yeah.
supposed to do?"
Swinging a
He
hammer.
confirmed that's what he was
He
doing.
was pouring concrete.
I was pouring something. I don't know.
Buckets.
Pouring something out of a chute. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Holden McGroin, what's your go-to margarita?
I actually like the sugar-free one.
What?
What flavor though?
A Ridge.
Okay, I'm a strawberry marg guy.
Yeah, I know.
like
It's because you're
strawberry.
a fake margarita guy. You don't actually attend Margaritaville.
I make strawberry Margaritaville branded in my Margaritaville machine, so I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the flavor? what's
Again, there it is. He's having his own podcast. in his head.
What's the flavor of original margarita? Like
Lime.
It's lime.
Oh yeah. I think you're right.
I do like a Ridge. I also like mango.
Oh yeah.
And I've had to stay away from the pineapple ones because of the canker sores.
Oh yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah.
Acid.
Pineapple acid.
I can confidently say I've never had a pineapple margarita.
Yeah. They're
sounds
it's
good.
been about a year or two since I've had one. They're solid, but I usually go for mango because I don't eat mangoes that much. So it's one of the one time that I
Treat
do.
yourself.
You know?
I think it always should be blended, never on the rocks.
I'm opposite.
I could go either way. If I'm at the lake, give me a blended one. Like if I'm at a restaurant, I only want it on the rocks. If I'm
Really?
making it in my Margaritaville machine or I'm at a resort, I'll do a blended one.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm pro blending all the time.
I like both, but I think I do blended way more than I do just because I have a Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel
There's
like
a place in town that makes some pretty fire margaritas, and
Yeah.
one of those on the rocks is very
yeah.
good.
Very good.
absolutely.
The reason why I'd like the sugar free though is that I could drink more of them. Get a little, it's less gut rot.
Yeah.
feeling.
Less
I'm
of a
with you.
tummy ache.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And you can just buy the mix sugar free. Kind of nice. Now, what they're putting in there to make it sweet, I don't know, but at least it
Splenda.
doesn't give me gut rot. You know?
Yeah.
30 packets of Splenda.
Yep.
Split other.
Tastes like Splenda, gets you drunk like tequila.
Bend over. Would you rather have clean hands, dirty money, or dirty hands, clean money?
I'd rather have dirty hands, clean money
But I feel like I'm
for
gonna
all of the IRS agents that are listening.
Wink, wink.
I don't know where I just sold a hat that said that. I sold a hat on eBay that said that dirty hands clean.
What do you mean you
brand.
sold a hat?
Well, so I when I was I was packing my hats up to move, and I had this hat that said, is it
Dirty hands, clean money.
dirty hands, clean money? Yeah. And I'm like, well, why the fuck do I have this thing? So I just sold it on eBay. I should have kept it, wore it.
Should've.
Sorry guys. But
which one do I get more money with?
Clean hands.
Yeah.
for sure.
Clean money don't make money.
But if it's if it's the exact same amount of money, I'm choosing dirty hands. Clean money.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no risk involved with clean money.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking like a lot of dirty money, maybe.
Well, and dirty money, essentially, you're probably laundering it somewhere, so you are cleaning it in the process.
That
True.
is,
Wow,
hey,
that's a
speaking of
great
dirty
point.
money, dude, we should maybe do a fucking shit coin of something. Everyone seems
Yeah.
to be doing it.
That'd be
I
great.
can't believe that.
Wow, we'll pull this.
My brain can't fathom what's going on with people's need to buy a coin that is just made up.
I just don't get why people keep falling for
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm wondering.
That's what I mean. What is the need to buy these shit coins and then get pissed when you lose money?
Yeah.
It's like buying a beer at the bar or buying 10 beers at the bar and being pissed that you got shit faced.
Yeah.
It's like I'll do 15 shots of vodka and then being like, I couldn't walk out of the bar. It was bullshit.
What'd you expect?
No one fucking told me I'd get hammered.
Yeah.
I think people are hoping to get onto the next Dogecoin, where you could buy a
But isn't
million.
the Dogecoin not worth anything?
Or like Litecoin.
It just all depends.
There was never a dump on it though.
Correct. Yes.
So like all these new ones, every single one is a pump and dump.
yeah, they fucking rug pulls. What they call them, Hawk Tua. She did one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
coin.
I might have to do
Rug
I
pull.
might have to do a fucking you betcha coin.
Yeah, fucking yep. YB coin rug pull. Just let me know when you're gonna pull the rug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let everybody know.
hey.
That's insider trade.
All the patrons will know first when I'm gonna pull the rug.
Yeah.
This podcast. So if you want to know when we're pulling the rug on You Betcha Coin, you gotta subscribe to
I
Patreon.
should call it Rug Coin.
Yeah. People would fucking buy that, Jared.
They would.
Oh yeah, it's all about the promotion. But there's a whole documentary episode on meme coins and how they just promote the shit out of them on Twitter. X, formerly known as Twitter,
Rug pull.
and then they just
Be everything up.
they fucking yank that rug on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you get inside information on Patreon. You got inside information on how to trade this coin. We could call it it's insider trading information.
Hey, you can't buy anything with this coin. It's just you just have it.
Yeah, and
hoping that one day you can buy something with it. Maybe your great grandkids can buy a Tootsie Roll with it or something.
Maybe.
Like if one of these guys approached me to start a coin, I like couldn't laugh them out of the room harder. I couldn't, like, you couldn't put into words how I would feel about that. Because it's almost like so insane that you couldn't even like get mad at it if they approached you. You would just be like,
correct.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah. I see what's going on with these shit coins.
Mhm.
I'm not an idiot.
Right.
That type of deal.
Mm-hmm. How dumb do I look?
I can't believe that. But we should do that.
It'd be fun.
And what we could do is tell everyone that you're actually investing in the You Betcha toilet paper brand,
True.
but not really. The whole scheme. There was a guy who was pretty good at schemes. What was his name?
Started with a P.
Peterson.
It's kind of like our awards.
But yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That scheme is what we could do.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Ponzi.
Yeah.
Ponzi. Yeah.
Mhm.
Snake oil salesman.
Whoa.
Jeez
Jesus
Louise.
fucking Christ, dude.
Put some respect on Mr. Ponzi's name.
Yeah.
It's a respected individual.
Yeah. Change the world. Love him or hate him, he changed the world.
That is true.
Is that even a person?
I
think it's named after
I
him.
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
why
think
I
it's-
just assumed.
so-
I didn't think there was like a thing. It was called a Ponzi. Anyways,
I don't think we've ever done this question. Lou's Hog Holster. What is the official end of whiskey season? I don't think we've ever done this.
I think we did do this. It said that it just never ends.
Well, I think
I think we did. And
That
then
doesn't sound like
it
us.
always begins and never ends.
I think patio beer season starts in March or April sometime.
Yeah, there we go. The first time that you go and drink on a patio,
Okay.
like today could have been. It was 43 out.
Yeah.
Tyler was. We shot a video at the bar and he was like, "Fuck, Miles, you want to go to a patio somewhere and just get after it?" I said, "Tyler, someone's got to work around here."
Mhm.
Someone's got to get their
That
hands
was pretty
dirty.
close to the conversation, actually.
That actually was
Charles Ponzi, Italian immigrant. He started it
nice.
1920s.
Love his
Huh.
schemes. So yeah, I mean that's probably a good rule of thumb. It's fluid situation, literally. Fluid ounces, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, are we in favor? Because this is like a group thing that we beat the table on, round table.
Yeah.
So I'd say 60 once it hits 60 degrees, I think that's
I think also April Fool's Day, no matter what the weather is,
Yeah.
it's done
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
through March.
Okay.
Through March, or if patio beer season starts before that, then that's the end.
Because for me personally, that's when whiskey sipping season ends, and then it becomes whiskey 7 season.
Yeah, it's not the same thing, Tyler.
Okay.
Because like daylight savings
Good-
time, spring ahead.
I just want to make sure that I'm allowed to be having my whiskey 7s this summer.
That's not whiskey season.
I'm just glad we clarified because I was scared for a second
Yeah,
there.
it's not even close.
Daylight savings time is a couple weeks away, and so it gets dark at like 7:38, and having a sip of nice whiskey while the sun's going down. You got to be able to hit that for a couple weeks.
I usually prefer mine when the sun's coming
Yeah,
up.
through the end of March.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. So I think April 1st is a good one.
Yeah, April 1st or patio season.
Yeah.
One fun fact: your brain burns 400 to 500 calories a day. That's about a fifth of your total energy requirements.
Yeah, I mean mine probably is like 8 to 1,200 a day. That's how I stay so lean. I like to break a mental sweat too.
That's why you're reading so much.
That's why I'm reading so much. Days that I read could be 2,000 calories.
How many calories are burned when you're getting brain?
I was wondering why you're laughing so hard.
You said 400 to 500?
Yep.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some days when I swear to God, Tyler's doesn't burn more than like 50.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I've been doing cryptograms lately just to give my brain an exercise.
I wish you'd give your brain an exercise by doing work around here.
But yeah, I don't do them during the work day.
I mean, last week I was the only one here for Thursday and Friday.
That's because we were all working.
Chilling.
We were all on the road working. Last Thursday I worked till like 10 p.m. So
that was when the event was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
I thought it was Friday for some reason.
I grind in the dark so Ryan can shine in the light.
Feed his kid.
So Ryan can fucking feed his family and pay for that new house.
I was here at 5:30 last Thursday and Friday a.m.
For what?
No
Get to work.
He just got here to make a pot of coffee and wake up.
Watch UFC.
I got to get here
videos.
before the sun comes up so I can grind in the dark.
Okay.
Just turn the lights off.
Is that it, Jared? That was your fun fact?
Yeah, I wasn't that good, but that's
I know.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty basic. I'll come better next time.
Yeah, let's amp it up.
Yeah.
Let's do an amped fact next week.
Facts about amps.
Ants.
Interpret that amp.
Okay.
AMP.
Amperes, electrical term.
Yeah, I could do that.
Like amphitheaters or like
Amphitheaters would be a fun fact. I could do that.
Yeah, interpret it however you'd
Yeah,
like.
Okay.
I would like to know the difference between amphitheater, regular theater.
Yeah, but don't tell them.
Just
Because
That
it's not
ruins the
fun.
fun
if
fact.
it maybe it gets
Makes it just a
included.
fact then.
If there's more facts that maybe also include that, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
All right, guys, that's another episode of the You Bet Your Radio podcast. May your amps be amplified. And may your tools be returned safely. Cheers, Ryan.
Probably your worst one ever.
May your amps be provide.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Power saws and hammers, nails driven deep. Loose screws and shatters are secrets we keep. Comic release our toilet, laughing through the grime. Borrowed tools, strings to go, electric though a chime. Dirty hands, clean money, swift drifts, never care. Margaritas, lights, honey, climb the ladder, breathe the air. Ryan's got a mouth foul, yet strong, big letter to the south. Not afraid to be wrong. He was trust the style, tearing bats heads off. Hair metal for miles, never chilled, always rough. Ow! Comic police our toilet, laughing through the crime. Borrowed tools, strings to go, electric power chime. Dirty hands, clean money, swift drift, never care. Margaritas, lights, honey, climb the ladder, breathe the air. Ryan's got a mouth foul, yet strong, big ladder to the south. Not afraid to be wrong.
The dumbest things that people take pride in.
Oh, God, I know I got some.
I do too. I was gonna say first thing come to mind, Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not sure why.
That's very random.
I don't know why that. I mean, I don't know. Why.
Yeah, you're saying like it's cool to take pride in Pokemon because it's so mainstream.
Yeah.
Whereas like Yu-Gi-Oh is mainstream adjacent, so it's not as cool to take as pride in it.
For sure. Yep. Yeah.
I would go blacking out. Like, I don't think that's something you need to take pride in.
Depends on, I think you can take pride in how you black out. How many beers does it take?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should take more pride in
with you,
having 60 beers and not blacking out. That's way more
That's
impressive.
true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna mark that.
You're right in this very small instance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on board with you, Tyler.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's way cooler to drink 60 beers and not black out than it is to drink 60 beers and black out.
Mhm.
So you don't need to necessarily take pride in that. Take pride in how long you can go without blacking out.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
But yeah, I had a whole bottle of tequila and I didn't black out. It's like, fucking hats off to you, sir.
Okay. Fucking shoe nice.
What are you, Norwegian?
Yeah,
Fucking
holy
shoe nice.
shit, man.
The second.
I got one. This might hit a little too close to home for you, Ryan, but having just a mediocre card collection, I know you've had some bangers, but like, I don't like hearing about people's okay cards. Like, yeah, it's worth $35. Awesome.
First off, my card collection isn't mediocre. You can check my will that I put together. Sports cards are in there.
I believe you. I'm just saying. There's a lot of sports card talk going around out here, and then people will get really excited. And I'm like, oh, sweet. So how much is it worth? And they'll be like $28. Like, I quit bragging about that.
I'm a little on board with the $28 thing.
Yeah. It's more so. Yeah.
I would say taking pride in running a 5K.
Yeah.
Just not a lot to be proud. Like half marathon, I slightly get it. It's 13 miles is a long ways.
That's more than the significant population is going to run in their lifetime.
Yeah, but being like proud that you ran a 5K, it's just bananas.
I mean, I think for some people though, there is some pride.
Yeah, unless you weigh 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like a normal person, fucking kids are running these 5Ks.
Yeah, if you're 200 pounds, 6 foot.
Yeah. I
don't. Unless you literally had some car accident where like you learned to walk again. So if you've learned to walk again and or you're 900 pounds, I think you can take pride in running a 5K.
Yeah. None of us can take pride in running 5Ks.
No, we're off the table.
Well, yeah, because it's like if I ran a 5K, I wouldn't be proud of it. I would be like, wow, that was pathetic at how tired I got.
Yeah, like you could be proud for beating a certain time in a 5K.
Yeah.
Just not proud for completing it.
Yeah. I mean, this was tough for me because I am getting to the age now where I'm starting to understand why certain people are like into, like Ryan says Yu-Gi-Oh! I like, okay. But it's like you get to a point in life where you just like what you like.
Mm-hmm. And you just don't care anymore.
And you just don't care if Ryan, the t-shirt guy, thinks Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dumb. If you like it, you're kind of cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
So this question's tough because if you take that approach, but in terms of 5Ks, I think
you're pretty set on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on it.
I feel like I have many in my head. I just can't spit them out. I mean, I like to say like people who don't have kids in the school system that like are obsessed with their high school sports team, but that's probably going to be me. So
it's not even your high school.
You put $100
it's
on.
your kids. He's put $300 on these high schoolers.
Yeah.
We're undefeated so far. So
I did get nervous. Ryan did show me some footage of his team this year. Dunking every other play. There was even a 360 dunk in the game.
Holy shit. High school, small town North Dakota high school ball.
It's not feeling good for me this year.
Not super great competition in the region. So the real test will be a state tournament. And that's
not good. Going into the tournament untested, it's not good.
I know.
You maybe
here's the thing too.
You got to get in there, be a body.
Miles has the field, and I have one team.
I know
So my
why
team-
you made this
that.
deal.
No, I know. But
I asked you if you wanted any odds, and you said no, straight up.
I'm not mad at the bet at all. The thing that scares me is that my team, they may not even make it to state, and then the bet's over. Like Miles has the field, so he's automatically already in the state championship. We gotta
Basically,
make it there
yeah.
still.
Yeah, that's true.
Every outcome.
Because you did make the first bet. You didn't make it until they were already in
Correct.
the state finals.
Correct. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, literally every option is available to me but one. Like they could just
Yeah.
there could be a natural disaster, a state tournament doesn't even happen, and I still win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, I think there's got to be a winner.
Yeah, there's got to be a winner crowned.
I don't think so.
Because you got the field. If the field doesn't win,
Yeah. You're right.
but the odds of that happening are
It could be a
Very
If it's
low.
a snowstorm, they just push it back. another
Yeah.
week.
I might have to I wouldn't say that I would do this. I could make it tougher for his team to get to the state championship in terms of physically, slash and bust tires. Slash and bust
forfeit in the
tires.
finals.
There's
I mean,
they can't win if they can't show up.
I can fit 4 in my truck. My dad can fit 4 in his truck. I'll just recruit.
How big is a high school basketball roster? 15?
15-ish.
Yeah, probably 13, 14.
At
for
home,
state.
it's probably like 18 to 20. Away games, definitely 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
state tournament might be like 12, 13.
Okay.
So yeah, what was the question again?
Dumbest
people are
things
proud
people
of?
take pride in.
Yeah. Get back to me on
yeah,
that one.
Basically, I would just like to blanket all things that are not very hard
Yeah.
or that everyone does. I'm kind of like, like graduating high school
Yeah.
a little bit. Like,
No, I'm with you.
it's like
it-
really easy to graduate.
Just like the
Yeah,
5K,
yeah,
there are
yeah.
extenuating circumstances, but the majority, it's like
Majority, it's like, you're really that proud that you graduated high school.
all you got to do is show up.
Dylan graduated high school and he had like a 1.2 GPA.
Honestly, I think we talked about this last time, but like getting your GED is more like something to be more proud of than your high school diploma.
Yeah, it's like
'Cause it
you
means that
showed
there
some
was-
initiative.
Yeah, you had to go sign up for it and attacked it on purpose.
Yeah.
You weren't there because your parents forced you to be there.
Yeah. I mean, and on the same note too, like kids who take pride in their ACT score when they're like out of college already.
Yeah, that shit doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter anymore. Granted, you might have a hell of a lot less in debt to pay off, but
Yeah, but I feel like to
Also-
get a real significant amount to really change your life, you had to be getting like 32.
30.
yeah, 30
Yeah.
plus, 31, 32. Yeah. I had a cousin who got 32.
Me too, actually.
I had a-
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 29. I was fucking pumped. And then my cousin Zach was
you
like,
got a
"Well,
29?
I did. We've
God,
talked about
what
this
a
before.
Fucking dweeb. What a nerd.
You and I both got 22s.
I got 22 twice.
I got 22. And
You know,
then
it's like in horse when you win the game, but then you have to make it again to prove it. I proved it.
fucking go.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got 29 again. No fucking chance.
I did get 20. I got 23 my second try, but that didn't help me at all. You got to have 24 to get a scholarship.
Mm.
So, did you guys ever have anyone in your class who wouldn't tell you their score?
Oh, yeah. You know, they got like a 19 or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude. There's kids getting like 12s and 13s.
Don't you
man.
just, the whole rumor in high school was that all you got to do is put your name on the paper to get a 12.
There was one girl in my grade, and she's a good friend of mine. She would not tell anybody. Like, she would not tell anybody. Finally, this was like a couple years ago. I finally found out what she got is 13.
It's really, really, really
So-
bad.
That's so bad.
Yeah, but I was actually impressed for how long she kept it quiet.
Yeah, that's the real test is how long you can keep a secret.
That's right.
Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio or look us up on the app, and we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.